Hey everybody, it's Gamer Gramps here. Today we are continuing our religious science playthrough with Ethiopia, where we are using the Sanguine Pact and peaceful domination game, in a peaceful science game. However, it doesn't look so peaceful because we're at war at the moment with Arabia here, but that's because they declared on us and now we're making them pay for it. Other than that though, we're going to be rushing a space victory, so if it sounds like something you might want to watch, then definitely stick around. If you want to get good at Civ 6, then subscribe and click the bell to keep up with this channel. Alright, so they were a dick and they stepped on our great prophet, but that's fine. I don't really care. We can't lose our great prophet. It just goes back to the city anyway. I'm going to put them out there again, hoping that they actually do squash on them, because that means they don't like attack the city or pillage. In the meantime though, we'll just keep peppering them with our injured archer. The experience helps, and we should actually be able to promote our archer to get it back up to speed quickly. In the meantime, we're at getting to 4 population. We're a long ways away from 7, so what we're going to do is actually head here with our builder. We're going to build a mine here in order to help with the production, and then what we'll do is build probably we got 2 more charges left, so we'll build a rock-hewn church here where we're going to build the Patala Palace, and then, oh actually, hold on. We'll get the citrus online first, and then we'll use the last charge to get a rock-hewn church over there. In the meantime, we're going to save our faith now for actually purchasing settlers, because we need to expand quickly. We will be taking this city and probably this city as well, so I'm not too worried about the situation we're in right now. However, we'd like to avoid delaying settling any further. Next turn we'll get that one there. As far as our policy slots here go, we're going to keep on Corvée temporarily because we're still finishing off the Oracle there, and in the meantime we're going to put urban planning here for the +1 production in all of our cities, and then we're going to just keep chasing this the builder there. I'm actually going to come up around this way so that once we kill this warrior, we can use our archer and our warrior to basically pin the builder into the section here and gobble them up real quick, and then go about our business after that. So let's hit next turn and see how the cookie crumbles as far as what they do. Nice. So she is definitely willing to pay us a bunch of gold. I'll actually just take this. We don't have anything immediately right now that I want gold per turn, or bulk gold for rather, so I'll take the higher amount of gold per turn. But however, let's see if we can squeeze her for more gold, and we can't, so that's fine. He's now wanting to frickin' make peace, but it's too late for you, buddy. That's definitely not happening. Meanwhile, we have another flood, and it fertilized a tile, so that is nice. We will definitely take it. That will help the city become a beast, especially if we manage to get the Petra like we wanted to. The archer here is available for promotion, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move our vampire right here, so that now we should be able to kill the spearman. Oh, just about. Anyways, the spearman will die whether it attacks the vampire or the archer. I'm pretty sure it will die, so we'll do that. And in the meantime, we're going to pull back here in case they get another archer in the capital. I don't want our warrior to die, so we'll pull back with them. We're going to move 1 tile forward with this archer, and then we're going to give him this 3rd promotion. I personally prefer to take emplacement rather than suppression, because I just think the +10 combat strength when defending versus city attacks is a lot more useful, because we'll have enough other units for zone of control, and on top of that, we're not playing a domination game anyway. But that is the same tech path that I would take if I was playing a domination game. I basically always upgrade my archers fairly similarly. Anyways, unfortunately here he didn't go ahead and he didn't take our bait and go after our great prophet again. However, I'm going to stay in the city and hit him just in case we didn't kill him. I don't want to step there and attack and then have him kill our archer, so I'd rather play it safe. Meanwhile, our great prophet's just going to hang out here and go to sleep until 3 turns from now, when we when we build this holy site. And the same thing with our settler. We're going to pop up there, and then I'm going to wait until this holy site finishes, because in case you don't know, when you first establish your religion, any site that, or any city that you already have that has a holy site will automatically get your religion. And then when we do pick our religion, we're going to be picking the religious colonization belief, which means that as long as your religion is the dominant religion in the majority of your cities, which at this point it will be because we only have 2 and it will be in both of them, then when we settle our settler, or sorry, when we settle this city with our settler, our city will automatically start with our same religion as well. So that is why I'm choosing to go about doing that. But yeah, we'll head over here. We'll get the citrus online. And I think now we're about at the point where I am going to hold on to it because we only have the 1 copy. And I do want to start getting our amenities into better situations. So we'll let our trade deals expire and we're only going to be trading double luxuries going forward. If you're enjoying the video, do me a favor and smash the like button. It really helps small channels like mine grow and get discovered. Better yet, leave a comment while you're at it. Interacting with my community is hands down my favorite part of this whole YouTube experience, and I do my best to respond to each and every one. And by this time, at least I hope it should go without saying that I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have, so leave them in the comments down below or jump over to our community Discord server and get a hold of me there. And yeah, and then in the meantime, we're 1 step closer to grabbing the builder there. All right, so the spearman ran.
On the swift ship in the form of a dolphin. Pray to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius and overlooked forever. Seriously,
all right.
On the subject of...
So I don't think that changes anything other than corvée. Meanwhile, let's take a quick look. We're going to be getting what? We're going to be buying our builders with faith, so Ilkham doesn't make sense. Oh, actually, never mind. I forgot that we're saving for settlers with faith, so I will be building a builder. Actually, I'll probably buy 1 more builder with faith there. And then save for settlers. As we are going to take, especially this city for sure. They're almost done Machu Picchu. I'm purposely not going after this city, excuse me, until Machu Picchu's done. However, I will move in with our vampire. Oh, never mind. I was going to say to pillage that, but the catapult will probably kill us before we do manage to pillage it. In the meantime, we're going to pull our warrior back so we don't die there. And what do I want? Are we going to be building settlers? Now that we have the religion, I'm not really worried about it. Anything to do with that at the moment. We need the government plaza and that other thing before we really start settlers. The colonization doesn't really make sense. The Great Scientist per turn doesn't really make sense either because we don't have any campuses at the moment, so it's going to be really limited. Oh yeah, I want to build a frickin' horseman, right? Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. We'll put urban planning in, and I'll put in maneuver over here, and we'll confirm. And then meanwhile, you can go to sleep for 2 turns. The builder's running again. This is what I was talking about, where I want to use both of our archer and our frickin' builder to pin him in. Otherwise, it's going to be almost impossible to catch that frickin' builder. Meanwhile, we finish the oracle. Let's immediately get going on our government plaza. And let's actually move in here with our archer. And this one, we're going to move in 1 tile and take our promotion. And then here, we'll get a rock-hewn church. Oh, never mind. I can only get rock-hewn churches on hills. I forgot about that. All right, so then, in the meantime, we'll head over to this tile here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we already got bronze working. Never mind. I was going to say, let's kill the scout to get quartz bronze working, but never mind. Let's head down yonder and keep exploring. Meanwhile, I do want to get a 2nd scout, actually, as well. So let's go ahead and get some more money. It's 120 bucks for a scout. You know what? Whatever. We'll keep our luxuries after this one. So let's see who has the most money and try and go trade that to them. So let's try and trade it to Gorgo. Nice. And she's willing to pay us lots for it. So we will take it and take it in bulk gold. And then we'll just take whatever gold Christina has with our as much as we can get with that. Alright. So that's done. I'm going to buy the scout in the capital. Meanwhile, let's head to the next turn and see what the catapult over here decides to do. Nice, so they replaced the catapult. Which means, actually, is this the builder that has one charge left? Yeah, never mind. We're going to come back. We're going to come here. No, we're going to come here with our archer. We're going to come... Well, the catapult's going to hit our vampire, but we'll pillage this to get him some health back. We'll take another shot at the warrior there. And meanwhile here, he might be able to actually kill our warrior even with our hill bonus. So let's pull him back across the river so that he can't kill us. And let's start going to explore with our scout. Oh, and now we can go switch out of games and recreation. Well, actually, I'll put one more turn into it so we have the full boost, and then we'll switch to going straight for theology. And now here, we get him next turn no matter where he goes. Well, I guess except for right there. Alright, they grabbed another unit of ours. That's fine. So let's hit them there. And meanwhile, we want to actually get out of here with our units because, again, we don't want to interrupt them building the Machu Picchu because they'll stop building their wonder and start focusing on other things. So we're just going to basically get out of their face so that they do that. Meanwhile, we finally finished our holy site, so let's immediately come here and we're going to found our religion. We'll move here because, of course, they had to move into the spot that we couldn't get them at, but next turn we'll have them no matter where they go. Let's choose the production. You finish that. Let's get them their monument so that they start expanding to tiles as quick, expanding our reach as quickly as we can. We already have enough food in here. So we'll want to get them a granary shortly after. However, we want them to hit 4 population so we can build an industrial zone because we are going to be getting close to that. So let's actually force them to work. Oh, let's switch out of games and recreation into theology now. And let's force them to work these 2 4 food tiles and the 3 and 1. Oh, we only have 2 populate here? Oh, we do. There we go. Meanwhile, we're going to go for Scientology. Okay, so we are taking... Well then, we're not taking Jesuit education. This is the first time I've ever not seen Jesuit education there. Alright, well, at this point then, as far as I'm concerned, it's a pretty easy pick. We're going to take work ethic. Reliquaries would be nice for culture, but we're not playing culture, so we'll take work ethic. And then we'll do the same thing where we're going to get religious colonization. So all of our cities will start with the religion into place. And now that we have that, you can see we founded the religion, so both of our cities with holy sites automatically get it. And now we'll plop the city down, and now our city starts with it as well. So we're good to go there. In the meantime, we're going to buy a builder with faith right here. And now we're going to save our faith for settlers because we really need to get a move on as far as that goes. And we'll start on that holy site. In the meantime, this city definitely needs to get a granary because our population, like, growth is going to be a very big issue for us here. Meanwhile, our warrior can come back into the city so he heals faster. We will worry about that builder shortly, but not at this particular second. Alright, so we'll take 30 diplomatic favor from her. And we're going to break that promise again, but I could give a flying fuck, to be honest. I would rather take the 30 diplo favor because it's a huge source of gold income. And, I mean, she's got a military strength of 98, so I'm not exactly trembling in my boots about her coming after us. But meanwhile, we'll take all of her 125 gold. And then what we'll do, actually, to help our amenity situation, we'll trade her some more of her diplomatic favor back to get both of her luxuries there. And then let's actually go ahead and do the same thing. Let's take a look and get other amenities. I don't care about my iron, and she likes it, so let's trade 10 iron for her tea. Let's check out the Khmer and see their situation. We have theirs, and let's check out Phoenicia's, and we have hers. Meanwhile, we'll get open borders with her, which will help improve the relationship a little bit. Let's double check that I didn't miss any others. I'm pretty sure we have open borders with everybody other than the Arabians at this point. And we do. So that is all good there. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to hit this warrior with our archer. And then finish him off with this archer. And then finish that spearman off with our vampire. Ooh, goody hut. Do we have survey in still? Yes, okay, cool. Holy balls. Hello, barbarians. We are coming right back. We're going to have to bring some archers to handle that. It'll give time for them to finish Machu Picchu, and then we'll try and go take them there. Meanwhile, let's grab our builder back finally here. Let's start getting our warrior to head over this way so we can actually use him. In the meantime, here we are going to build that. We're getting theology, so this will give us the boost to the wheel, which will allow us to get heavy chariots. So we're going to do that. It also gave us the boost to apprenticeship, so that's nice. We're actually going to remove it though, and then we'll harvest it and start building their holy site. Yeah, you finish that. That's all good. Yeah, I'm just going to take a second here, have a minute to relax and take a drink and have a couple vapes before we continue on to the next turn. Does anybody in chat have any questions for me at all, or anything about anything that we're doing, or just about anything in general? And just taking a minute to thank everybody for actually hanging out with me here on Twitch too. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I'm not doing too bad a job of keeping you entertained. Canadian says no question. So are you still at work, Canadian? Are you still like laying down that wall or whatever you said earlier?
Just wanted to take a sec to let you know I'm now an official partner of Fanatical Games. They're a great company that you can buy 100% guaranteed official game keys from, which is great because you purchase a Steam key so you don't have to worry about using a different installer like Epic Games or EA's Origin. You can find links in the description down below for both the Windows and Mac versions of the games I usually cover on the channel. But if you're buying anything else, just leave a comment below and I can give you a link for any game you're looking to buy. Believe it or not, they have deals on regularly that are even cheaper than purchasing directly from Steam itself. A perfect example of this is the New Frontier Pass for Civ 6. I literally bought it directly from Steam yesterday when it was launched, only to find out that it's on sale for 12% cheaper at Fanatical for the next 6 days. So before grabbing your next game, consider checking out fanatical.com to help yourself and help support me at the same time.
So do you work for yourself then, Canadian? Like, or do you have like a foreman on site that's like, how are you watching with getting away with watching without getting caught if if you're not working for yourself, what's the technique you use? Yeah, she denounced us. That's fine. Kind of sucks because we won't be able to trade our Diplo favor to us or to her anymore, but I mean, it is what it is. So now that she denounced us, I'm not worried at all about settling that city. I'll go and settle it. Meanwhile, let's bring our archer back to closer to the capital so they can heal up. And we have the one charge left on here that we were going to build a mine with. In the capital, we finished our government plaza. Immediately, we're going for Ancestral Hall. With this scout here, let's go ahead and bot their scout in order to get closer to getting a promotion. And then meanwhile, their catapult came out. However, I'm going to keep pulling back here because I want to deal with these barbarians. So we'll pull back. If their catapult comes out any further, we will go after it. But I'm going to let this archer heal up one more turn so it returns to full strength. Meanwhile, we have an envoy. I think it makes sense for us to go ahead and send it to Mohendaro here. Because we're still at war with Atusa, and we can't send Amani there until we're not. And that way we'll get an extra culture in the capital for right now. And then once we start getting some theater squares online, that will help. Meanwhile, we do have a governor title. So let's definitely go ahead and give Magnus his promotion to provision. So when we start buying settlers and stuff with him, we're not going to lose our population. But now, after all of that, we are definitely going to be going towards... oh yeah, I want to get a quick horseman now that we're at 20, right? Yeah, it's only 3 turns for the horseman, and then we'll switch out of maneuver once we get to theology in 4 turns, so that should be okay. Meanwhile, here we're going to remove that improvement. We only wanted it in order to get the technologies. Oh, it was Edwin that was building the wall. Sorry, yeah, I got you confused, Canadian. You said you were working at home. I forgot. I got the two of you mixed up. I'm sorry about that. Edwin says, I'm the one that was building the wall, and I'm now on the way home, have my buddy driving. Okay, cool. Right on, Edwin. Sorry for confusing the two of you. And Canadian says, and usually I'm working with metal music in the background. Nice, that is a good way to work. I 100% agree. Sarander asked, do you know the Civ 6 Challenge League on Reddit? Sarander, I'm not sure if it was you who asked me. Somebody else asked me that yesterday, so it wasn't you, because today's the first day you made it to Twitch. But somebody else asked me about that yesterday in either Twitch or in the comments on YouTube, and I'd said no, I wasn't aware of it at the time until they told me about it. However, now that they mentioned it, I probably will have a gander at it at some point in the near future, because since I am starting to stream on Twitch regularly, I'm going to want to do more fun and creative ways to play the games. Like, once we get a few games under our belt that are regular, we'll kind of look for more interesting ways to play. Like, I do want to do a 1 city challenge at some point. I haven't done that yet. That's not a hill either, so I can get rid of that tile while I'm thinking of it. But yeah, so that answers that. Unless it was you who left the comment on YouTube, and I'm just not remembering exactly who said it. But yeah, he wants peace. It's still not happening, buddy. You could offer me the sun and the moon and the stars, and I'm still not going to give it to you. Well, there goes $100 well spent. Alright, so we're going to move the warrior, or the vampire up onto the hill, move the archer up behind him. And now that this archer's at full strength, we're going to start coming there. We'll use all 3 of those units to go clear that. In fact, we'll be bringing the warrior here as well once he heals up a little bit. But meanwhile, I want to get this archer into the city so they heal faster. Here, let's go ahead and slice that for a little bit of extra money. And I think we're at 458. Let's actually, now that we have the provision promotion, we're going to buy a settler for 390 bucks. It's only $390 because we're in the Monumentality Golden Age, where we get the discount on our settlers. Like the 30% discount for both gold and faith, so it comes in handy. Meanwhile, I think what we want to do is go piss off Christina some more and settle. Oh no, the loyalty's too much for now. We'll have to deal with that later. So in the meantime, let's head up here. Nobody sniped the pyramid so far, so let's go and build that city that we were planning on up there. But then after that, once we take this city, I'm planning on basically bum rushing and settling down here, like as many cities as we can pack in. And then what we'll have to do is make a cultural alliance with Greece. So we'll do that once we get to civil service. So then we can come and settle these cities in here with no loyalty issues, and make sure to get a city down here for the Amundsen Scott Research Center. So let's actually pin that out now while we're thinking about it. So you want to always have at least 4 chops in that city, because it takes 4 chops with Magnus at that time in order to get the city out instantly. We also want hills, so let's switch to strategic view just so I can see it a little bit easier. And I think because we want to pack the most cities in, and the city only matters for that, we'll pack it in here, place the campus here, and the wonder here. And for those of you worrying about the land being flooded, we're gonna finish the game before the floods happen, so it's a non-issue. Actually, just in case, because we are off to a little bit of a slower start compared to what we normally are, we'll put it there. But you can basically watch. We'll check this out, but this tile will not be flooded by the time we win the game. I could almost guarantee you that. In the meantime, though, let's take a look here. So 1, 2, 3. We can settle here. But I would prefer to settle here so that we don't ruin that city's chop. And again, it's more important to pack cities in because we'll be buying their districts with faith. I'm not worrying about them having perfect cities, because these will be the last cities that we're settling. I'm only worried about them having a campus, and that's literally it. So that's why I'm not giving too much thought to where I'm placing them here. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here would be another one. And then we could do here. Because again, it says -20 right now, but it won't be once we have a cultural alliance with them. Meanwhile, we could pop a city there. Is that a hill? But, I mean, we are on disaster setting 4. It is a hill, right? Yeah, it's a hill. So we'll tentatively place a city there, but might not do that one because we are on disaster setting 4, which I'm not exactly accustomed to. In the meantime, we'll grab, if we grab this, we can't settle that, so we'll settle, oh, we can't settle that either way. Ew, yuck, I might actually have to settle a city not on a hill. Alright, so if that's the case, I'll plan to settle this city here. Or no, because I can't do an aqueduct there. Sorry. Plan to settle this city here. Dam there, aqueduct here. Industrial zone here. And then settle this instead. And we'll override one tile for the aqueduct in order to get the better industrial zone, which will help them all out. Looks like Hong Kong's about to die from somebody. Ooh, which is actually bad. We're gonna hopefully... I think it's probably Greece, so we won't be able to take it back. Unfortunately, that's actually a big... Or wait, is Hong Kong the Wonder one? I might be getting confused. I don't think so, though. I think they're the 20%... I think they're the 20% city projects. Fuck. And it's probably like 99% sure it's Greece. That actually really sucks, because that's a big loss. Like 20% boost towards our space projects is huge. Edwin says, maybe I'm not seeing, but can you place that aqueduct there? Yeah, there's a river right here. Oh, never mind. You're talking about this one. No, I can't. You're right. Because it's not touching water. Ugh. So that actually changes things. So yeah, never mind. We won't do that. We'll go ahead here and we'll go aqueduct here, dam here, and then industrial zone here. Which means then we'll actually settle, because we can't make a better industrial zone there, so we'll actually settle here on a fresh water, which would make more sense anyway. So, good catch, Edwin. You got me. Good catch. What would I do without great chat members like you to keep me from pinning or screwing my pins up? But yeah, so that's good there. And then that's it for us squeaking cities, and we'll just have to kill them there. But, and then it looks like, so far at least, there's no loyalty pressure up in this region. So it looks like we might be able to settle to the north too. But basically, we're going to be bum rushing settlers out as much as we can. If we don't manage to get a golden age, like a back-to-back golden age, because we have to get up to 60, and we're at 37 right now. So 23 more era score in 19 turns. It's not impossible, but it is a bit of a steep hill for us to climb. So if that's not the case, it's not the end of the world, because what that means is that during the medieval era, we won't have a golden age, so we won't be able to faith purchase, but we'll be able to stockpile our faith, and then we'll get a golden age for the following era. However, we would like to get it, ideally, in a perfect world. So let's take a look here and see what kind of things we can do. We'll get 2 era score when we kill that city. Not to mention, actually, we can use our religion to get +3 era score each when we kill these cities. We just need to buy missionaries. So let's actually... How far away are we from civil service? Pretty decently away, so yeah. Let's clear these barbarians so we can come settle up here and go scout out there as well. And then what we'll do is we'll head down for that city as soon as this camp is cleared. Hopefully we'll be able to get there. Actually, they're building walls. Maybe we should go right now. Yeah, we'll go with this horseman, this warrior, and our archer when he's healed up. We'll come down here. So let's definitely go ahead. We're going to purchase... Oh, we need to get a frickin' shrine first. Alright, so yeah, after that horseman, we're going to get a shrine. Meanwhile, what were you doing? Oh, you were building a mine, weren't you? Oh, that's a +8 faith, though. Decisions. Yeah, a mine. Because we still get 2 faith anyway. Yeah, because this city needs help badly right now. Let's make sure they're working the tiles I want them to. They did have a 3 food 1 production, right? So I'm going to force them to work that until they hit... Because I'm more concerned with them growing their population, because I want them to get up to 4... Oh wait, they're close to 4 population. Never mind. And they only have the holy site. I was thinking we had to get to 7 population before we started the industrial zone, but we don't. So yeah, never mind. I take that back. We'll unlock that tile so that he works that one. Ooh, the barbarians are coming to play. Alright, nice. So, I'm just gonna still sit here fortified with that vampire. Meanwhile, we're gonna move here so that we can attack the horse. Even though this archer is injured. Oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot, he only has the 2 promotions to... We're actually gonna move here and hit this because we should get the promotion. Oh, pretty close. Probably Sea Hairway, yeah. Oh, well, whatever. But anyways, we'll hit them there. And then now we'll go ahead and finish them off here. We finished our monument finally. I think that we should probably grab... Oh, we could do the pyramids here and not worry about up there and just settle a better city up there. But we don't have the production for it until that industrial zone. Actually, let's get the shrine here because I don't want to put off getting that the ancestral hall. It's only 5 turns here. Then after the shrine, we'll get a granary. Well, actually, after the shrine, we'll be building their industrial zone. So let's go ahead and buy that tile now because they're not going to expand there on their own. So we'll do that. Meanwhile, we got a bunch of diplomatic favor. We can't sell it to Christina anymore because if you don't know, when they denounce you, I'll show you here. So before she was giving us like 15 or 16, and now she'll give us 1. It's because when civilization denounces you, they will not give you good trade deals no matter what until the 30 turns are up. So she's basically dead to us as far as I'm concerned. Meanwhile, so we're going to check everybody else and just see who is going to offer us the most. Only 6 for her. Meanwhile, though, we'll take whatever she'll give us for the open gold. So we'll take her 100 gold. Or what? Why wouldn't you do 94? You know what? I think I want the full 4 gold per turn. We're not really... Well, we could buy that scout, actually. Yeah, I'll take the 80, because we can buy that scout. So she'll give us 6. He'll give us 7. And Dido is 6. So we go to the Khmer. We'll offer them the 29. We'll take all their money, or just about anyways. There you go, 208 bucks. Not too shabby at all. Oh, Sarinder says, oh man, my cat puked all over the table. Oh, nasty, man. Yeah, I'm a dog person. I'm not a big fan of cats. At least when my dogs puke, they fucking eat it right away. And I don't have to clean it up other than just spraying where like the slobber is where they ate it up. Sarinder also says, hopefully the barbarians won't make you rage quit again. Oh no, not this time. We're gonna handle our business. No, it freaking honestly, a big part of it was the fact that I haven't been sleeping the best for whatever reason, like the past, like not today, but like prior to today, for the past 3 or 4 days, I've been waking up at like 3:30 in the morning or 4 in the morning every day. Like my sleeping hasn't been good. And then on top of that, me just not being completely used to streaming. Like I'm used to interact or commentating when I'm playing, but not commentating while I'm playing and interacting at the same time. So it took a bit of getting used to, and because I wasn't used to it, I was making mistakes a lot more often than I normally would, which really put us into that bad position in the first place. Because like even that game, like the first game, when I was like, oh, we were 2 turns away from getting the religion, I should have automatically bought it with faith. We had tons of faith that it would have been like that and problem solved. Get our religion guaranteed, not have to worry about risking anything. And that's 2 turns of production that we could have done like something else on, right? But yeah, so it was just a combination of everything. And yeah, I actually got a really good sleep last night. I slept all the way until like freaking 8 in the morning this morning. So I'm all like recharged and ready to go. And then I'm super excited because like NFL football starts tonight. I got fucking 12 beer in the fridge right now. Like I'm actually I'm getting thirsty for the beer already. Like I've gone 2 weeks without drinking beer, which for me is a big deal. Like I know that shouldn't be like a big deal, but it is. Like it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's a big deal for me to go 2 weeks without having a beer. And like they're sitting there in the fridge right now. I put 6 of them into the freezer when I first got home in order to make them ice cold. So there's 6 Stella that are like fucking ice cold just waiting for me. And I'm trying to last as long as I can before I start having beer, because I know that like once I do, my play it will go down because I drink beer fairly fast. Edwin says, yeah, I hate when my dog pukes. It's the worst. Yeah, same here, except for, like I said, my dogs are good when they do puke. They eat it, like, before I and it's not like I'm like, oh, go eat your puke. What's this? Eat your puke. They, like, literally will, like, puke, and before I can, like, get to the paper towels and the cleaner, they'll just eat it before I even have a chance. So it's not like I'm force feeding them their puke or anything. I probably should clarify that. Sarander says, my dog always ate the shit of my cats. Oh, that's nasty. It's funny you mention that, though. Like, both my dogs don't eat crap, but, like, so both my dogs had a batch of puppies together, and then, like, we sold all the other puppies and found homes for them or whatever, like, but then my daughter convinced me to keep one of the puppies, so having 3 dogs. And, like, we've been planning for her to move to her mom's in, like, August for, like, a year now. So, like, we've been expecting it. So I was like, all right, well, I will on one condition, as long as your mom's okay with you taking the dog with you when you went. So she was, and it's okay. So we kept the puppy, but having 3 of them was just crazy. Ugh. But anywho, the puppy just ate shit all the time. Like, no matter what, he would go eat his own shit. He would eat the other dog's shit. It was just nasty. Like, and for, like, I'd be like, hey, Gunner, and he's just still just would ignore me and freaking eat shit. And I just gave up after a point. But yeah, I don't know what was up with that. Sarander says, Canadian beer, at least better than US beer. Hell yes, it is. We actually drink beer up here. You guys drink flavored water as far as I'm concerned. All right. Enough is enough. Let's continue on our merry way here. So again, just watch your ears for a second. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now we're at 290 gold. I want to get that scout. I'll actually buy the scout from here this time. Actually, well, I guess it would make more sense from here. So we're going to buy the scout in Gondar. And we're going to send him up this way and around Hattusa and then go that way. So hopefully there's not a barbarian camp up there, and then we can deal with these barbarians here in time. But meanwhile, we're going to keep getting our warrior closer to the front. Here, we're going to place down our holy site. Now that I should have done that last turn, actually, when we harvested that. So we'll go ahead and grab that now. We can worry about the granary after. In the meantime, we got a little bit of cash too, so let's actually go ahead and we're going to buy this tile and this tile. And we'll swap this tile and allow them to work this one, and we'll lock it so that the city grows faster. It will slow down production a little bit, but it's always, just take my word for it. I have done the math. I have a video coming out on it sometime in the next few weeks. But for city growth, if you have access to a 3 food tile, unless you have better tiles than 2 tiles, it is most efficient to grow your city to 3 population and then switch out of the 3 food tile. Just take my word for it. I'm not going to get into it, but I 100% promise you, I played 10 different games, like 5 on one map and 5 on another to test it. Like, and I have it all the data's logged and it's in graphs. A member of our Discord community was so nice of him that he took all my data and he put it into nice and easy graphs for when I do the video. But for now, just I promise you, always work 3 food or higher tiles over any other tile that you're going to start with, as long as it's not above 2 food and 2 production. So a 3 food tile, even if that production wasn't there, it's better to work this tile than to work this. Even if I were to build a mine here, it's still better to work this tile. Just take my word for it until you hit 3 population. Then at 3 population, you unlock the tile and just work the most productive tiles you can. And that's the most efficient way to grow your to get your city as good as it can be, as fast as it can be. And that's even if you only have shitty tiles to work. Like, because the first 5 games that I tested on the one map were on a map where like the city had complete dumpster fire tiles and had nothing good to work. And then in the second one, he had good tiles, like a whole bunch of 2-2 tiles in the first 2 rings. And it still works out in every situation. It's better to go +3 food to start with. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get our first rock-hewn church over there to get that going. And meanwhile, this scout, I'm pretty sure that's a dead end, but I want to be certain just in case. Who's she at war with? She must be at war with somebody. She's down to 50 strength now? Oh yeah, the Khmer are at war with her. Nice. I wonder where he is. Must be like right close. Alright, so in the meantime, unfortunately, we were not able to get the kill or get enough experience for the promotion with the archer. We tried though. In the meantime, we did build a horseman now, so you can see so the toughest unit that we've made so far is a 36 melee strength horseman. If we take a look at Regis over here, what the fuck? Oh, maybe it just hasn't updated. Maybe next turn it will. Or is it only melee units and cavalry doesn't count for that? Let's find out. Vampire. Oh no, okay, yeah, it's strongest units at all, so it's just glitched. Next turn, he'll show up properly. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to leave him there sort of healing. I'm going to move, okay, hold on. We're going to move this archer there, or this warrior there. We're going to move out with our horseman. And then we're going to move the injured archer back into the city to heal up. We're going to let this warrior heal up for one more turn. I'm actually going to move onto that tile with him, and I'm going to move forward with that one. And that will give our archer another chance to heal up for another turn. They're still constructing Machu Picchu. It's not quite done yet. And then this warrior can just skip turn for now. Over here, rock-hewn church, +6 faith, not too shabby. So that gives us another +4 era score. Meanwhile, like we said, we're going to head up that way with the scout. So we're at 43 of 46, so we are improving in that regard. Let's take a look. We got at least 17 turns left to play with, so I'm pretty comfortable we should be able to actually chain our golden ages, which is what you want to do with this strategy. Ideally, you want to get a golden age in the classical, medieval, and Renaissance era in order to make the strategy most effective. After that, it really doesn't matter. It's just the first 3 eras that matter, because those are the only times that you can take the monumentality golden age, which allows you to do like the purchasing of units with faith as far as builders and settlers go. Speaking of which, let's go here to the capital, and just by a C here, we're short. Look at that, 232.4, and it's 235 to get our settler. So next turn, we'll get a settler in the capital. And we'll go settle that city over there to piss her off some more. I mean, at this point, what's she gonna do, right? Go fuck yourself, buddy. Actually, you know what? I'll change my mind. I'm gonna peace out with him, because we're dealing with these guys anyways, and then we still have to travel back down to here in order to get to his city there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here. We're going to piece him out. We're going to take a shit ton of his money. And instead of the gold per turn, we're actually going to take diplomatic favor, since we can sell it to other people. Because if we... well, let's see. Okay, 16 diplomatic favor. Or... ... 10 gold per turn. So let's think about this, okay? So... we can't declare war again for 10 turns, so it's going to be a minimum of 100 gold if we take the gold per turn. And then we get 7. Let's call it 6, because he barely has any money left. So Phoenicia and Gorgo will give us 6 gold per turn. So actually, yeah, the gold per turn makes more sense than the diplomatic favor, since Christina denounced us. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll make peace. We'll take all his money and then 10 gold per turn. Will he throw in that? Oh, yeah, I'm not going to pay that much just for your fuck you. All right, there we go. So we'll do that, because really, we're not attacking him or taking his cities for 10 turns anyways. We're already declared friends with these two. She already denounced us, so it does, like, she doesn't matter. And then Dido over here, hopefully we'll be able to declare a friendship. Let's see what our relationship status is. So we're +8 and -9. So let's actually go here. And what we'll do is, let's give her 20 iron since we don't want it anyways. Let's check our relationship status now. And now we have +14 positive and only 9 negative. So she should be willing to declare a friendship pretty soon. And then once we have them locked into friendships, it's easy to just renew your friendships constantly. Meanwhile, they're out to skirmishers, or up to skirmishers rather, in as far as the barbarian tech tree goes. So we're going to have to kind of be a little bit careful, but they don't have crossbows yet, and that's what we really care about. So meanwhile, we'll move this archer forward. We'll move both of our warriors forward. And then we'll start attacking here. Oh, I forgot to switch out of construction, didn't I? Yeah, I didn't build the watermill. Oh, well, whatever. Shit happens. All right, meanwhile, let's also go towards castles, because now that we've gotten theology, we're basically going to be beelining for divine right in order to get our Gothic architecture policy card, and then also get closer to Reformed Church, which is what we want, so we can get more purchases with our faith. Because in the meantime, that's going to be 4 more era score. We can upgrade our 1 horseman, as long as we don't get him killed, to an Oromoro cavalry, and that'll be another 4 era score for us, that as long as we can get to it before the era ends. We have another envoy here. We're just going to hold... Oh, no, we're not going to hold on to it. It was Taruga that he was... Oh, he's up to 7 there. It's very unlikely that we're going to be able to overcome that. Yeah, so let's take Saladin from him. We're gonna send the envoy to Hattusa, and then we're actually gonna rotate Amani from Bologna to Hattusa, because then we still are suzerain of Bologna, and then we'll take over that, which will actually be 2 more era score, because we're going to be stealing suzerainship from him. All right, water's done. Okay, so then in the meantime too, we also want to switch out of maneuver and put in scripture for the faith. Or actually, wait, like, we are putting in scripture for sure. I just want to see something. Yeah, we still have 7 turns before we can get the ancestral hall. So yeah, that makes sense. We'll get rid of that and put in scripture. I was just looking because I was going to consider switching urban planning for colonization if we were like closer to getting that thing, because once this finishes in the capital, we are going to be spamming settlers. That's literally all we're going to be building for quite some time. Speaking of settlers, though, let's go ahead and buy one in the capital. Actually, you know what? We're going to build a builder, or buy a builder first, and then we'll get the settler after that, because I want the city to grow faster. So I'm going to build farms on these 2 tiles for now. In order to help them grow, we'll get a mine on this tile as well to help them be more productive. Because we have 4 right now. Yeah, so building the mine there will help us out. In the meantime, how far away are we from apprenticeship? Actually, yeah, I'm going to change my mind. We'll survive without those Ormore cavalry. I want to get apprenticeship on as quickly as we can for the boost to all of our mines. Like, it's going to be so much more value in the long run rather than just 4 era score. All right, so meanwhile here, we could kill them, but I'm not going to. I'm going to fortify. Because if we killed them with the vampire, they double tap us and most likely kill our vampire, which would send them all the way back to the capital. And this way, well, we're going to get triple tapped this way. So maybe I should kill them. Yeah. Oh, God. All right, well, Sayonara Regis, we'll see you back at the capital next turn. At least now we know about this. And don't get completely caught with their pants down. I think what I'll do is actually, because we're making peace with them anyway, I'll bring our cavalry up over here because we'll help, the horsemen will help deal with the barbarians there. In the meantime, let's head down there. And then as far as our settler goes, I don't think we are in any position to move you, so let's just link up with that for now and put them to sleep. Look at Regis go! Solid, that boy! Jesus! Alright, so we are going to move forward here. We are going to move this warrior forward for sure. Now we're going to hit the horseman with a 3 promoted unit. We're going to kill the horseman with that one. And now we're going to pull our... Jesus, he's solid, man, that boy. We're going to pull him back to the hill. They will still probably kill him, but that's fine. And then this one can just skip turn. And meanwhile, over here, you can come here, and then next turn we'll be able to bring our horsemen into the combat as well. So over here, I think it's more important to get that mine up and running quickly than it is to build those farms. And then let's start poking up here with the scout. Well, that's not fun. They killed our frickin' archer. So let's hit the skirmisher. I'm actually going to skip turn there, and I'm going to skip turn here as well. And I'm going to leave our settler here as bait. And we'll skip turn there. Okay, so we finished the shrine, so we can build whatchamacallit. Oh, we don't even have apprenticeship for the industrial zone. So we'll wait there. In the meantime, let's get them a granary so they grow faster. Here, let's get that mine on. And then we'll build the 2 farms. Look at that. Look at that, you smart little bastards. Alright, well, whatever. That's fine. So we'll just hang out there and we'll do the same thing. Just we'll stay fortified here and wait. Ooh, Barbie camp. Please tell me he finished Machu Picchu. Ah! He got sniped, so we sat there waiting, letting him work on it, and it didn't do anything after all. Son of a bitch. And then somebody built the Great Library. That's actually really late. I'm surprised it didn't go a lot sooner. I would have probably tried for it a lot harder had that been the case. We want to get our population up here in as well in the capital, so let's go ahead and trade and get some money so that we can... okay, so she'll take all of our iron. We don't need the horses anymore either. She was the one that was giving us... Oh no, it was the Khmer that was giving us 7. Alright, so we'll take as much cash from her for the strategics as possible. Now let's come to the Khmer and we'll take his 65 bucks if we can. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to buy the capital... Oops. We're going to buy the capital a granary so that it grows faster. And then leave them producing that. And then we're going to... I guess buy a settler and send it that way. And in the meantime, get the farm Cecil. Not only are they going to help them grow, but it'll help us get to the boost of feudalism a lot quicker. So let's see if the barbarians do this time. Ooh, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty volcano. But it did fertilize some tiles for us at least, so that's something, I suppose. And technically, we don't need to get the city to 4 population for another 6 turns anyway, so hopefully it won't destroy any more population over there until we get that industrial zone laid down. Meanwhile, let's... Oh yeah, the loyalty was the issue here. That's why we weren't going to settle. But it's only -7 loyalty if we settle that hill, so that's what we'll go ahead and do. So let's take a second and let's pin this shite. Let's see here. So I think this is going to be one of our harbor cities. So we will go harbor here. And then we'll go 1, 2. I think now is the point. We have enough holy sites, or we will. Oh no, we only have, what am I talking about? We only have 2 or 3 fucking cities. Never mind, we don't have enough holy sites. I guess here it'll be a +2 to start with. You know what, let's actually scout this, because we might do this city first, because I forgot we get production from our holy sites too. Alright, so they stepped forward and attacked, or they brought their archer into range here, which is just fine as far as I'm concerned. We're going to go ahead and hit their archer there, and then we're going to come and attack it with our horsemen and get rid of it. And now that we've gotten rid of it, we'll move our settler up here to be more bait for those horsemen. But meanwhile, we can finally start moving our warriors into better position. Next turn, we'll be moving that archer out of our capital as well, which will help. Edward says maybe need a turn. Hey, Sai, how's it going? It's going pretty good for me. We're been streaming since 1:30, so it's coming up on 3 hours now. It's going pretty decently. We're about 12 turns away from our next era, give or take a turn. Well, not, I guess not take a turn, because... or not give a turn. My brain doesn't work that well. I don't want to figure out which way I would have to change that saying. But yeah, we're at a minimum 12 turns away from... the next era there. Other than that, it's going pretty good. NFL football starts tonight. I'm super hyped. I got a great sleep last night, so I'm like actually well rested and playing and paying attention to things and not fucking things up. I haven't even made a mistake that I can think of off the top of my head, like not a big one anyway, since we started playing, so that's always good. But yeah, how's your day been, Sai? Hey, Nern made it over here too. How's it going? How's your day going? Now you know how mine is, because you're here too. You heard that. Hey, Thought Seeds are made it back from your errands. Good to see you back, man. Yeah, Saladin's Yodeler is still intact. I actually just pieced him out because we're trying to settle cities here. And so I took all of his gold and then 10 gold per turn. And we're not going to piece him out entirely, especially now. He ended up losing Machu Picchu, so there's no reason to leave the city. Like, we put off killing the city for so long because he had Machu Picchu under construction, and I was hoping to steal it, like, when we took the city. But basically, we were coming over here to scout and settle, and there was, like, a shit ton of barbarians that were over here. So we pieced out with him, just, like, I think there's only 8 turns left until we can attack him again. Or 6 turns, yeah. So 4 turns ago, we made peace with him. Just to give us, since we weren't killing his stuff anyways, and we needed to clear the barbarians here so we can settle. That way, we got some free gold. We're getting some more gold per turn from him. And then we're literally just going to kill this barbarian camp wherever all these guys are. It's somewhere over here, I'm guessing, because I don't think they would have came all the way from over here and went past Atuza. But then as soon as the camp's done, we're sending our army back down south. We're going to take Hatton and then go after Sana right after that. And then on top of that, we're actually going to, because we have our own religion, and we'll be at war with him, we'll be getting +3 era score because we're going to convert the city to our religion first and then kill it. So we'll get 3 era score from that, and we're going to try and do the same thing from Sana. However, we might not be able to do it before the era ends. We'll have to see. We need to get to 60 in order to get a golden age, so that's a little bit steep, but we might be able to do it depending on how things go. We'll have to see here. Oh, we can actually place the... Oh, never mind. I don't have the technology yet. My bad. But yeah, depending on, like, if we can get a campus down, if our capital can get to 7 population, which it won't in time. We might be able to get 3 air score from that campus, but I doubt it. And then meanwhile, we don't have a campus here that can do it. Oh, we do want to get the pyramids, but I don't think we can get it done in time. We don't have anything to chop in the city. That's the only... Well, I guess if we took this tile and that tile, we might be able to get it done on time. Let's see. Let's see if we can do that, actually. If we swap there... Swap there too. Put them on production focused and unlock the growth tiles. Nice, we can get it done in 11 turns. Alright, so let's think about this, where I want to place it for a second. For the best benefit. Let's see. Probably go, because I want Petra here too. So I don't want to buy a tile. So probably go pyramids, Petra, and then Theater Square. Entertainment complex. So this is going to be our second entertainment complex. This will be our first, because we need to get 4 in order to get the boost to the Eureka of whatchamacallit. I'm having a brain fart of professional sports. So yeah, let's go ahead and place that down, and I'll start working it immediately. I'm not really worried about the granary right now. I know it's only 2 turns left, but I would much rather get the pyramids up and running and get era score for that and have a better chance of getting another golden age so we can keep buying units with faith and stuff. But in the meantime, yeah, so that's how that's all going. Size is pretty good. Been taking a break from the game a little. Was playing a Jadwiga game that was starting out okay, but then that was a few days ago. Yeah, it's always good to take a break from the game. Like I I mean, obviously I'm not at the moment, but generally speaking, that's why I play other games too, right? Like, so because I play so much Civilization for the channel and now for streaming here on Twitch, that's why I play the other stuff in my downtime, so that, you know, Civilization is basically now like work, essentially, like basically, and then I still enjoy my work, but I don't play it that much in my downtime unless I'm testing out a new strategy and trying to like min-max something, because so that way I don't completely burn out on the game, right? But yeah, I've always done that in the past too, like even before the YouTube channel and stuff. I usually play games like right hard for like 2 or 3 months and just like live in them, and then like take a break from a while, and then I always end up coming back. Like one of the games like that was like Diablo 3 was one of them that I would just play it, then take a break for like 3 months or 6 months and then come back after and still just keep coming back. But anyways, I'm going to be right back, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and use the bathroom. Or I usually say washroom. I forget which way is American. Is it I think bathroom's American and washroom's Canadian, right? Educate me when I come back. I'll read the comments. Anyways, I won't be long. All right. Alright, so I'm not sure how experienced you are. I'm going to put a link in the top right hand corner right now to a series of tip videos. They're short videos. They have 5 tips in each video, and I think there's like 6 or 7 of them in the series up at this point. But if you're interested, top right hand corner. Otherwise, I'm going to put a cut in the video here. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and leave a like on the video. It really does go a long way towards helping a small channel like me grow. And by now, you should know it. I'm special. I need all the help I can get. But anyways, I'm just going to shut up now because I've rambled enough. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.